Hey guys, and welcome back to Factorio AB Plus with Arumba. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going well. How are you doing, Steve?
Oh, you sound real chipper.
Yeah, it's morning. I'm trying to sound chipper. I'm a little tired. We were having a little.
There's shit on these benches, on these belts, mate. There's just shit everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm still finding random crap from that explosion.
Oh, I totally forgot about that, and I've blocked it from my memory. I don't think that actually happened. Did we roll
Apparently
back
it's
the
been
save?
fixed, though.
Yeah. How many times has that specific thing been fixed?
Yeah, well, fixed in parentheses, I guess. What were we doing?
Cleaning up the floor.
Oh, I saw that you were just fucking spamming a load of whatever this shit's called. It's not stone brick. What's the other one? Concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, all over the floor. I saw that. Oh shit! Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was actually cleaning stuff so that we could get the metallurgy moving the right way, as opposed to this weird. I still to this day have no idea why I built it up the way. I think something was below it to begin with. Like power or something was down here, wasn't it?
Man, that's not good.
Yeah, now power's up in the northeast.
Yeah, we were okay. Yeah, I remember I ran you over with a train. You got really mad. Got a little bit salty.
Oh yeah.
That was fun.
I had a lot of people in my comments saying that they're surprised I didn't like find out where you lived and pipe bombed your house after that.
Yeah, so we were working on getting fuel value up into that power area. And then
Oh yeah.
we got our little thing that's tracking it, but
Yeah, I was going to move over the coal thing before setting up a train to do that. Well, you've already got your train down here, but it's only doing the
solid
little white
fuel.
blocks. Yeah. They remind me of fire starters. You know what I'm talking about?
The fire stars, the you're talking about the white fuel blocks?
Yeah, you know the little white blocks you get when you're starting like a campfire or something like that?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah, like the log things. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what they remind me of. My god. This line of turrets up north is just... It's not doing too well right now. It's just currently getting destroyed. Well, it's slowly but surely going a bit further and a bit further. But there's just a biter just sitting nomming on everything right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn off that sound effect in my head.
Right, I need to get shit moved down here. Okay, so that's gonna go right down here.
You know how reinforced concrete brick stacks in lots of 1,000, and stone brick only stacks in lots of 100. So when you try to upgrade stone brick that's on the ground to concrete brick, your inventory just goes like nuts. It puts the brick everywhere, and it sucks.
Right, I've got a thought. Could we move this coal production thing up to the northwest, where all the ores are getting done?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Would that be a good idea?
Yeah. One thing I could do, if you want, I could actually just put together a little coal station down here, and then we could just bring the station to the depot and then process it up there. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
That's a warning sound right there.
Yeah. Well, I can show you where I was thinking about building the coal station. So it was like right there is where I was going to throw it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll work on that. And then if you want to, do we have any kind of filtration system? We're using bot-based depot, right?
Yes.
I'll do a quick run up to the power area with a car.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can send that train just now.
There's not gonna be enough fuel in it, right? Did we actually hook up anything, or is
something.
it
Just those little fire lighters?
I need a car? I can't find one. I'm gonna build a car.
Someone was saying something about the depot was bugging them or stressing them out or something.
Where did you put my cars? I had like 6 cars. And now there are
whenever
none.
I find them, they all get moved up to here.
Do you have like a little a car?
Yeah, I've got a little Arumba car parking spot.
Yeah, that's so not useful to me. I need them scattered all over the place so that I can find them.
Well, what happens? There's now 3 of them sitting there.
Okay, so your train must have just arrived, and bam, right back to not having them. But I'm on my way. I've got a full car plus half inventory of
Coal crap.
pellets, yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Stupid trays and rocks and... Ah. I
Well,
am
it's,
not
it's
hitting
slowly
that rock.
getting to the point where it's about to get shot. It has just nommed its way along the line.
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk about biters. I don't like biters.
I dread to think how many resources have been wasted by this one guy.
Wow. So we just went from less than 100,000 fuel value to 1.1 million. That'll hold off
Nice.
for a little while.
Yeah. So have you managed to do any of the what's it called? The nuclear fuel stuff yet?
Not me personally, no.
Oh man.
I had some blueprints, but they're all stuff that other people have used in multiplayer things, and I don't really have any concept of how the hell they work.
Yeah,
Something about...
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Have you been doing it recently?
Yeah, that's been my main focus right now on my single player campaign.
Okay. So yeah, you do what? You obviously you heat the water up, and then you've got like heat transfer things or something.
Yeah, well that stuff's the simpler bit, the actual like making the getting the fuel to the like power is the easier bit. It's the fuel stuff that's the interesting stuff. So basically the way it works is you get from your uranium you get a load of shitty fuel, like the 236 I think it is.
Yeah, I've helped with that part. I've just not done any of the layouts for actually using it once it's become the 235. Is it? Is the one you want, or is it the 230?
Yeah.
I've always found that strange. Why is the 235 better than the 238? 8 is bigger than 5, so I mean obviously.
So surely, well, it's...
Don't call me Shirley.
Oh my god, dad jokes incoming.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, you already Oh no, the robots have already built the station. You put down the blueprint and they just took care of it.
Sorted. Right, so you're shoving all this shit together just for copper, okay.
Apparently we don't make steel chests into the network though. They can't seem to finish the job.
So why is there so much fucking crushed stone in here?
Probably because we just stored it endlessly from the beginning. Uh-oh. So the blueprint you threw down has it's probably the one that I built earlier before I rotated the inserters.
What's up?
The inserters are wired to the chest right in front of them instead of the chest up on the side from them.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna upgrade this thing, and then update the game blueprint. Let's just use just 4 warehouses instead of 16 chests or 24 chests. Because that way it doesn't matter what angle you use on the inserter; they'll always be connected to the proper chest.
Yeah.
Some people take it a step further and they like to try to like lane balance between the warehouses, but I usually feel like that's kind of overkill. Either you lane
generally, yeah.
Yeah, either you balance it on the input side or you balance it in the storage, but you don't need to do both, I think. I assume that sound effect is your fault.
What was it?
The biters are attacking us.
Oh, it was still the fucking line. I'll get sorted soon.
One of these
It's
days.
just an ultimate waste of... There we go. Yeah. How's it? Bear's dead. Yeah,
No.
as we just have such a small production of ammo right now, and so many guns.
Well, if you want, I could upgrade ammo production, or we could try to focus on switching to lasers.
I mean, we need a lot of fucking power for lasers,
Yeah.
and we're having fuel issues at the moment. We still don't have loaders being made automatically. That's a shame.
I think we could though.
Yeah, I shouldn't see why not. You just gotta do it with robots, aren't you?
Of course.
I'm not gonna look.
Is that you? I want to hear this. You actually think that it would make more sense to do a belt-based multi-tier loader layout than to just do 4 or 5 assembly machines side by side visually and just let the robots figure out where all the stuff comes from? I mean, like, you really think a belt would be better?
I think it's more interesting.
I don't know. I'm not really arguing that it's not more interesting, but as far as like, what do you want to spend the next hour on? It just seems like a lot easier to just throw down 5 assembly machines and 10 boxes on the ground. Of course, we don't always see eye to eye on other topics as well, like multi-core versus single-core.
Yeah,
You
but that's just
also-
because you've got idiotic requirements because you play stupid fucking games.
Yeah, you also push heavily for 4K, and when I hear 4K, I hear, what? I can't see the interface because Paradox uses really weird GUI things.
Once again, just shitty games. I like how
Hey.
I can play like the crappiest of shitty indie games, and they've still got GUI scaling. Like they actually fucking work. As you play these fucking, I don't know, I wouldn't say that Paradox is AAA. I would say that they're more like maybe like A. They're up there. I mean, they're a decent development studio, but they're fucking like whoever works in that GUI needs a slap in the wrist. I wouldn't say sacked because like you probably know them.
Well, the problem, I think, is that they are still using the Clausewitz engine. If I remember correctly, it's 3.0 or 2.0. I don't remember now. And I think they're running into some issues where, this is the way we've always done it, and so this is how we're going to do it. They make a new title, they make Hearts of Iron 4, and they're like, well, how are we going to build this GUI? Well, what we usually do is we indicate that this GUI element is supposed to spawn at X position this and Y position this, and it's got an exact specification of this size, and then we put this other thing inside that one, and then it's all very rigid.
But who does that? Like, I don't know anyone that codes
They
like
do
that.
that. They do that because they've been doing that since EU1. They've been doing that since Victoria, since Crusader Kings, everything, March of the Eagles. They're all coded that way, and for them to actually take the time to make a dynamic GUI that can be resized on the fly would just be heresy. And
So dumb.
I agree. I do. I think that they should really. If you take a Paradox title and you just upgrade to 4K, the first thing that just shocks you is that all of the GUI elements are the exact same size of pixels as they were when you were playing at 1080p. They disappear off into the corners, and you can't even read them. And there's no option.
Oh, I mean, well,
There's
that's
no
like
in-game. No in-game option to make them bigger. I think you actually have to turn to mods to make them readable.
oh my god.
So
So that's 100% GUI scaling. So that's still like, that's what I use when I'm day to day playing. But when I'm on YouTube, if you've got anyone who's trying to watch it in 1080, it's impossible.
yeah. So anyway, you and I, we don't see eye on that. Is my point. I would much rather have single core processing speed for most of the titles that I play. Multi-core is still useful. Don't get me wrong. It's especially useful for encoding and recording and stuff. But most of the games that I play are just Just think about the way that EU4 or CK2 run. I'm going to run, or like Hearts of Iron 4, for example. I'm going to run hour 1 of day this, and then I'm going to run hour 2 of day this, and then hour 3, then 4, then 5. And when you play on speed 4 or 5, it just uncaps the speed and just goes as fast as it possibly can. But that's all single core. It's all based on how fast it can process a very sequential line-by-line type thing. Same thing even with Factorio. We were talking about that too. Factorio is very largely, it's because of the deterministic lockstep, whatever you call it, the heartbeat and all that stuff. So my computer has to calculate it exactly in this order, and yours does too. And if they don't agree on every single line or every single point, then we desync. So anyway, what am I doing? I'm trying to make this thing. All right, so this needs to be, I always get this wrong, right? The first time it's got to be everything needs to be less than 0. It's going to make half the inserts go the wrong way, but that's okay. I can fix them. I can't remember off the top of my head if 3 reach distance to 3 reach distance is superior to 2 reach distance to 2 reach distance. I think they're equal. I could be wrong. So I will do a quick test. What you working on, Steve Joe?
I'm moving your copper thing. So the Chrontinium and Stereotype mix. I'm moving it over and making it bot based.
What? You're making something bot based? That's crazy talk. That's heresy.
Yeah. Well, it's to do with bot based train unloading as well, so. I don't mind doing stuff like this bot based. Well, I mean, this is pretty much the only thing that I use my bots for, this in construction. This is the only thing I use my Logibots for. I don't know, I find it boring when you've got a factory that's just these little grids of requester chest, provider chest. Like, this is my factory! You feel me? Bam.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It just seems like it's if it makes the factory run better and it's easy to set up, that it's probably the simplest option to use. Oh no, I was wrong. The 3 reach distance is stupendously faster by a factor of practically double. I'm glad I took the time to test that.
Is this the correct speed that all of this is moving at?
Let me finish this last thing and then I can give you my full and undivided attention.
Okay.
Stelio. Your new name is Stelio. I don't know if you knew that.
Steal your wife.
Remember Stelio Pretty? Yep. That's a new thing. Stelio.
I was called Stelio in a multiplayer thing that I done with Avac ages ago, because we were playing like a what was it? It was Reign of Kings, the game was called. It's like a multiplayer survival thing. Okay. And I just went around stealing everyone's shit. So yeah, you're not even the first one to give me the Stelio nickname.
Alright, this is going to be I don't know if I like our naming convention.
Or
train stations. I don't know
naming convention
where
for train stations is like so fucking ass backwards.
Yeah, I don't know where I started calling them X instead of C. I looked back on one of our old campaigns and we used C then. Somewhere along the way, I guess maybe somebody made a station in a multiplayer game or something, and I sort of just like evolved into being that's the thing I always use, but that's not right.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we always use C because that was the naming convention for
Cargo Wagon.
Back Controller.
Oh, okay. And also C makes sense because the first letter
Cargo Wagon. Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm thinking about it right now, and it's like, why do we need to specify whether something's pick up or drop off? Like, presumably we could just say it's the depot or it's not the depot, and if it's not the depot, then it's for pickup, right? Like, we don't need to say both; just one or the other would work. I'm just gonna call it coal. That's it. coal.
Yeah, that's what I normally do. Coal 1, coal 2, coal 3.
Why even? Here's what I've been doing, and I think that this is simpler: is just call it coal. You don't have to call it coal 1. Just call it coal, and then you use the station disabling when there's not enough supply at that station, and then you call all
so
of your coal stations coal, and then the trains just wait in the stacker until a station needs pickup.
Yeah,
but that does require.
That depends where you want your trains to be. If you want your trains to be parked, like in your base, or if you want them parked at the station, at the
yeah. I personally, I just don't like it when trains, when a train has only 2 locations that it goes to, and when that station runs out of resources, then you've got to reprogram the train. I prefer it when the train just sort of
sorts itself.
Yeah, it'll just go to wherever there's coal. My job is coal. I will find the coal. Just plug in some.
Well,
coal
I mean,
boss.
you could have one that's like just a train that does solids. I mean, it doesn't even need to be coal. It could just be whatever one's got the highest or enough to be picked up. You just do pick up.
Okay, but I still think there are some things that are kind of higher prioritized, like fuel. I would usually use fuel as its own line. I want trains that are on fuel because, well, what if every single train in the whole network?
Drop-offs, know what I mean?
Yeah, but what if all the trains get sent off to pick up iron and coal or iron and other things, but then the power doesn't get delivered? It's fuel because they're all off going to pick up.
Yeah, but that's a different drop-off anyway. You wouldn't be dropping your fuel off at your depot. Or do you mean like if they're going to pick up coal at a coal station as opposed to picking up iron at an iron station to take to the depot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to set up the station disabling right now. I just need to get some straight rail and I can finish hooking this thing up. Just do a T-junction straight south from here? Or you've already, I mean, this line is a weird, you've already got the curves and everything. Yeah, I'll figure a way to hook it up. Real quick, you want me to take a look at this thing you were going to point out, or do we want to put a cut in and look at it next episode? Where are you?
No, I think it's fine. Yeah, it seems fine. It's kind of caught itself up now. No, I'm good. But yes, as you were saying, we've run out of time for this one, so as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Steve, you've been awesome. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Alright, see you in a bit.